Hello everybody, Ragtag Sagby here. Welcome to the next episode. In the last set of episodes, we took on Livencia Gym and defeated its gym leader Linolo. Now I think it's time we head back to school and take part in some classes. Now, before we can do classes, we are going to be forced into a cutscene the moment we enter in the school. That will be related to something that we will be doing much later on in the project. Let's go into Mendoza Let's go into Uriah and get to classes. Who do we have here? I know I've seen your face somewhere before. Who are you again? The name's Donnie. Oh, that's right. You are Donnie. Yes, I know you. Well then, now that you're here, let's get going. Wait just a moment, Director Chrono. Oh, hello there. Valley? I think that's Villy. Hey, you're as lively as ever. Didn't realize you were here. Of course I am here. As the director of this academy, where else would I be? And do address me more properly while students are present, won't you? More importantly, what are you doing out here? I thought we had an agreement to meet in my office. Did we? Must have slipped my mind. Anyway, what does it matter? This is the student, right? Well, yes, he is, but... I do apologize, Master Donnie. You must be terribly confused. This is Director Chrono, of the Blueberry Academy. As I mentioned on the phone, he's interested in accepting you as an exchange student. Yep, that's me, Director Chrono. Oh, did I not mention that? One look at our young friend's face here makes me suspect you indeed failed to clarify that point. Speaking of which, why did you request Master Donnie specifically to take part in your exchange program? Excellent question, and Valley. It's very simple. You see, the reason is... why did I put in that request? Oh, that's right, the school trip to Kitakami. Donnie met some of my students there, didn't he? Yes, one of them was named Carvine. And I believe she was the one who recommended you. Now that I've gotten to meet you for myself, yeah, I got a good feeling about you. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Director Chrono. I do love for you to visit my school. Oh, it would be a breath of fresh air, so to speak. Well, if anything, it can be said about Director Chrono. I thought that was Chrono still speaking. It is that he has a keen eye for talent. I would be thrilled if you went to Blueberry Academy and got to know the students there. But only if you're willing to, of course. Think of it as a chance to further expand upon your treasure hunt. I wish I could accompany Master Donnie, but I am afraid I must ask you to watch over him in my stead. You will watch over him, won't you? Of course! I do never let anything happen to one of your students. I hope this experience leads to you even more you can treasure. Best of luck to you. Just give me a holler when you're ready to head to my Blueberry Academy. So yeah, we are not going to be doing this for a very long time. So let's get to classes. Let's take Biology 3. Now I gotta try and remember the voices I had for the teachers. Where are the answers? I know I had them somewhere. Here they are. Hello, hello! Oh, I hope everyone's ready to learn some new things today. I seem to remember teaching you all about the importance of eggs in our last class together. On that note, is everyone using their Pokédex? It registers Pokemon born from eggs as well, as those O's encountered via other methods. So don't you worry about that. And just so you know, I'm the one who developed the Pokédex app. It was way before I started teaching here at the Academy, though. Back then, I was a researcher. In fact, Director Clairvaux wasn't even working in education at the time either. He was researching alongside me at the same facility. We got to research Pokemon together at our days in and days out. Those sure were fun times. I got yelled at all the time, though. Wait a second, how did I get onto this? I'm pretty sure I was talking about the Pokédex. Anyway, today I do like to teach you about catching Pokemon. As you all know, a great way to catch a Pokemon on more easily is to first lower its HP. But there are other ways to ace up your chances of successful catch. Can you guess what it is? Give the Pokemon a berry, inflict status conditions, prove that you're stronger than the Pokemon. Inflict status conditions. Wow, that's right, Donnie. Great job. The correct technique of making a Pokemon easier to catch is to inflict them with status conditions. Sleep is an especially effective status condition. It makes Pokemon drastically easier to catch. If you have a Pokemon that can use moves that put the opponent to sleep, like Sleep Powder or Hypnosis, filling up your Pokédex will be a cinch. There are other ways to improve your catch rate as well, like using Pokeballs specifically designed to be effective against certain Pokemon. Eating foods that give you catching power works too, or sneaking up on a Pokemon from behind to catch them by surprise when you start a battle. If you're having trouble, you may want to make rounds to gyms to get gym badges. Earning a gym badge makes it easier to catch Pokemon of a higher and higher levels. Please do come to show me your Pokédexes once they start to fill up. Another day, another enjoyable class. Oh yeah, don't forget, next class will be a test. Trying some green tea, and it's actually pretty nice. Don't know if I would have it all the time, but actually pretty nice. So, as he mentioned, the next class will be a test of F. You will be doing your midterms. So let's take part in our midterm classes. Yep. Let's see how we do in our midterm. Hello everyone, today is our midterm exam. It sure feels good to fill in those empty spaces on the answering sheet, doesn't it? Take your time and contemplate each question carefully. Question 1. What button would you use to let a Pokemon out of its ball so it can walk with you? R, CR, or plus? I am pretty sure it's the CR button. Combine one letter and one number below to correctly answer. To correctly say when and where eggs can be found. So they can be found out in this combination, A2, which is during picnics in your basket. Which of the following is an effective way to warm up eggs? Going to sleep, walking around, or battling? That would be walking around. What will not make a Pokemon easier to catch? Giving them a berry, surprising them from behind, inflicting them with poison, using certain kind of balls. I'm pretty sure it's giving them a berry. Unless we were playing Let's Go, which nobody wants Let's Go. What would make it easier to catch a Pokemon of higher and higher levels? Certifications, LP, or gym badges? Gym badges. This question won't affect your grade. How do you like the Pokédex? Is it easy to use? I do be happy to hear from your honest options. or opinion. I think that's opinions. It's easy to use. Alright everyone, time's up. I hope you all enjoyed tackling those questions. The last question was something that I personally am curious to know. Don't tell the director about it, okay? I will grade these right away. Hey, I hope you are all looking forward to seeing how you did. Feels great to get a test out of the way, doesn't it? Let's take a look at your results. Oh, you must get 3 questions correct to pass the midterm exams, and 4 questions correct to pass the final exams. Let's see how you did on your biology test. You answered 5 out of 5 correctly. That's a passing score, congratulations. Mr. Jock asked us to give this reward to any students who pass the exam. We get 5 small candies. Keep doing your best. Let's take on math. Class will begin soon. Don't be tardy. Hello everyone, let's have a fun class today. Tell me, do you all enjoy fortune telling, horoscopes, and the like? I think it feels great to read your horoscope and see what good luck is coming your way. So today, I do like to teach you all math while focusing on the topic of luck. Perhaps you have seen the following phrase cropped up during Pokemon battles before: a critical hit. When a Pokemon lands an attack as a critical hit, the damage it deals increase by half. In other words, it does 1.5 times as much damage as it normally would. It is truly early luck that determines whether your Pokemon lands a critical hit or has landed on it, and this causes a great upset in battle. Does anyone know the percent chance of a Pokemon of landing a critical hit? Let's see, if I recall correctly, it's about... Oh, this thing is not giving me the... There is no 1/24. Unless it's supposed to be 1 in 12. I'm just gonna double check this by pulling up another answering sheet. Because the one I'm giving of is giving a question that isn't there. Yeah, let me pull up. It's saying 1 in 24. There is no 24! I'm just gonna go with 12. Cutting to the correct answer. Alright, after traveling back in time, this should be the correct answer. That is correct. Well done, Donnie. The chance of landing a critical hit is said to be about 1 in 24. Wish they actually said their actual answer instead of 1 in 24, which figures is to roughly 4.17%. Oh, need a drink. The odds are more favorable for certain moves, though. While moves such as Stone Edge and Shadow Claw have about a 12% chance. You may also use a move called Focus Energy or an item known as a Dire Hit. Both raise the critical hit ratio by 2 stages. That's a 50% chance of landing a critical hit. It feels great to land a critical hit, but perhaps not so great to get struck by one. There's a surprising amount of mathematical probability hidden in Pokemon battles, you know. If you're able to do the calculations that will swing luck into your favor, it may open the door for more strategic choices during your battle. Oh my, is that the bell? I suppose that's all for now. What a shame. Next will be the final midterm exam. I do hope you are looking forward to it. One thing she does not mention about critical hits that you need to take into account. If you land a critical hits ignore or stat buffs. If the opponent raises their defense in any way, it will ignore any defense boost that the Pokemon has, and it will also ignore any debuffs that your Pokemon has. So basically, you are always hitting for normal damage. I think the only time the critical hit is boosted if your attack stats are boosted. But otherwise, it doesn't matter how much the opponent lowers your attacking stats or raises their defending stats. You are doing a crap ton of damage no matter what. She does not mention this. So keep that in mind when you're trying to land critical hits or trying to avoid critical hits. Anyway, let's go into our midterm. Alright everyone, it's time to begin our midterm exam. Unsure or the fun experiences you all had in my class will serve you as well as your answer. How much damage does Water Gun do when it hits a Fire-type Pokemon? That would be double damage. How much damage does Razor Leaf do if it hits a Fire-type Pokemon? That will be half damage. If you spend 2,000 on 200 Pokeballs as possible, how many would you get? You would get 11 because you have to factor in the bonus Pokeball you get. What percent chance does Pokemon usually have to land a critical hit? That's about 4%. How much damage does a move deal when it lands a critical hit? That will be 1.5 times as much. Alright everyone, time is up. Put your hands on your laps now. You are all concentrating so hard, I can't wait to see how you did. Do go and ask for your scores at the front desk and take a nice break. Feels great to get that out of the way. Let's see our results. And our results are 5 out of 5. That's a passing score. So we get our gift from Miss Time. Let's take history. Let's go to Miss Rawfront's class. Greetings, my little students. Whatever you did yesterday is now part of history. Today, we'll continue the unraveling marvels that history has presented to us. As you should remember from our last class, Area Zero's great era of exploration began, and about 2,000 years ago. The era lasted for approximately 1,000 years, but not a single soul was able to venture all the way to the deepest reaches of Area Zero. Having poured as much of its human and financial resources into the expedition in Area Zero for so long, the Paldean Empire fell into decline. 200 years later, or 800 years ago, the Empire and its surrounding nations would unite into one entity. This was the formation of Paldea as we know it today. Ah yes, and the very academy where you are now, filling your young minds with knowledge, was also approximately established at that time. In fact, this school building, though certainly having undergo repairs through the years, is just as it was built so long ago. The very structure is a piece of history. Ah, the things of old, truly splendid. I would certainly prefer it not to have the Pokeball portion, though, on a relatively new edition. Ah, perfect timing to make eye contact, young Donnie. Let's see if you've been listening to my lecture. Tell me, approximately how many years ago was the Academy of ours established? That was established about 800 years ago. Correct. I see your look of concentration on your face was indeed just that. I hate nothing more than a student only pretends to listen. This academy was constructed exactly 500 years ago. Oh, to be precise. In other words, your academy here is 805 years old. At that time, it was often on the state-of-the-art art facilities and unique curriculum, as such people used to say. Those seeking knowledge need to look no further than the grapes of Paldea. That's right, we are referring to Uriah Academy. It is said that the pronoun of sorts was used outside of the Paldea region. Oh ho, is it that time already? I must have gone swept up in filling your minds with knowledge. This ends today's lesson. Our next class will be our midterm exam. Bring the wonders of history to the forefront of your minds in preparation. Let's do our history midterms. Greetings, my young little students. It's time for our midterm examination. Summon your historical knowledge from the dark recesses of your minds and answer the questions. What is the name of the glorious formation in the center of the Paldea region? The Great Crater of Paldea, the center of Paldea, the Paldean Valley floor, the Great Crater of Paldea. What was long believed to be in the depths of Area Zero? A mysterious Pokémon, a school, and a treasure. I highly doubt it's a school, and this one is probably a high likely answer, but the correct answer is treasure. How many years ago did the Paldean Emperor began to rule this region? It was about approximately 2,000 years ago. How many years ago was the academy built? It was built 805 years ago. Those seeking blank need to look no further than the grapes of Paldea. The correct answer is knowledge. Your time is up. Put your writing utensils down. The last question was a freebie. Even the least capable of you surely added your score there. I surely hope you did anyway. So ends our midterm examination. You may ask for your scores at the school front desk. So let's see how we do. You answered 5 out of 5 correctly. Let's get our candies. Now go on to language. My dear... Oh, I was about to do Rumpfront's voice. My dear friends, how are you all today? You certainly look fantastic. It's time for another one of Salvador's language lessons. Idubotepes, are you ready? Idubotepes, are you ready? Oi! Trisbrti, very good. My lessons are not a one-way street. None. I tries is wish with no one speaks up. Very sad, that is. In our last class, I believe I taught you all how to say delicious in other languages, right? In little course today's class, we will learn about a very special phrase that you can put to use when the time is just right. Ado shitururu, gentlemen, does anyone know what these phrases mean? Time to eat, I love you, I'm going home. I love you. First is Teak, correct, Donnie. You deserved a medallion in the Dior, a gold medal. Jite adame tenamo, ichiduti dutch. These are free phrases, as you may know, I think. Why? Because they are all quite famous ways to say I love you. Oh my, have I embarrassed you all my friends? What trim these little galleons eat filets, shy boys? Boys and girls, that is. It is so very important to express your feelings about It's important to express your feelings about things to others, you know. This is especially true for positive emotions. If you get married someday and argue with your spouse over something, some silly little thing, all you have to do is apologize, is say, I love you. Dividu den and all will be well. That is, I should know. Why, just last week I had a big argument with ma femme, my dear wife, that is. But I was quick to say I am sorry, and all was well. And now, peontos of nothing, let me give you all one of my wise words of advice. Let it best be quick to apologize when you have an argument with someone. That goes for your families, friends, and your crushes. I know you can do it. I believe in you. Our our next class will be midterm exam. Be sure to review what we earned in all our lessons so far. Adios, Maridadachi! I probably butchered half of those words. But anyway, let's go to midterms. Today we take midterm exam. Delivers us vodas, relax, that is, and do your best. Elis durvas patents. Are you ready? Let's begin. Gracias, arigato, maridachi, and siriachi all share the same meaning. What is it? That would be thank you, because I am currently learning a little bit of Japanese, because I want to go to Japan in the future. Here, so, arigato. Which of the following means delicious? Avo, delilex, or donchado, I believe is delilex. Which of these phrases doesn't belong? I believe it is time to eat. When speaking with a person, what is the first step to smooth communication? That is to give them a compliment. Bury them in flattery. What is your beloved teacher's name? This one can be a little tricky if you don't recognize the spelling, because you have Salvatore and Salvador. Or it is Salvatorn. Or you need to pay attention to the spelling, because this can trick you up. Especially since we did fought a trainer not too long ago that has similar spelling. Cultures Fidi! Time up! Time is up! Positivos Desilos! Put down your puns, that is! I hope that was easy enough for you, especially the determined question, the last question. I'm sure you all did great! Bravo, my friends! You can check your scores at the school front desk. Feels great. Got 5 out of 5 correctly. Let's get our candies. Now let's go into our next class. It's time to go to battle studies. Like battle studies with Miss Denrea. Class will begin shortly. Another day, a round of battle study. Oish! Let's get right to it. Last time, we learned about Terror Raid battles. Did any of you have the chance to try them out? Terror Raid Pokemon are super strong, and the more difficult ones use even in tougher tactics that you'll need to deal with. I'm talking about their Terror Shield. What happens while a Pokemon has its Terror Shield up, you ass? Well, it takes way less damage for one. And it has a big effect on morale too. When trainers see that shield go up, they feel doomed, like there's no way to win the battle. So here's the question for you. If a Pokemon you are battling puts up a Terror Shield, what should you do? Close your eyes and give in, call your parents, terrestrialize and attack it. That's right! You are a regular Terra Battle Master, aren't you, new kid? Regular attacks don't work well against Pokemon with their Terror Shield up. But having a Pokemon terrestrialize is an effective method of overcoming that issue. A terrestrialized Pokemon will do more damage to a shielded Pokemon, especially if it uses moves that matches its Terra type. Dealing enough damage to a Pokemon with its Terra Shield up can destroy the shield and break the Pokemon stance. That means it's more important to properly time your terrestrializing in Terror Raid battles. In conclusion, as they say, fight fire with fire and Terra Pokemon with Terra Pokemon. Be sure to work together with your teammates to smash through your opponent's Terra Shield. Aw man, just what I'm about to suggest we do some hands-on practice to really drive the point home. But I guess we're out of time again. Next class will be our midterm exam. Aim for a perfect score. Osh osh! So let's get ready for our midterms. We want to do our battle studies midterms. Sorry to all who went to the schoolyard, but first before finding the right room. Guess we can do our test in the classroom. At least, it might be hard to write your answers out on the field. Alright, time to put your game faces, aces, and do battle with those test sheets. The higher the Pokemon's special defense, the less damage it takes from blank attacks. From special attacks, Terrastal. What's the following? Which of the following has no effect on a move's damage? That would be the move's name. How many trainers are on a Terra Battle team? That would be 4. What is the effective method of breaking an opponent's Terra Shield? Switching the Pokemon, cheering, terrestrializing, and attacking. Which is Miss Delia's favorite type? Denia's favorite type. Her favorite type is fighting. You would think it's psychic because Medicham is part psychic, but it is fighting, because there is a psychic gym leader. Time is up! Put your pencils down! I saw you giving it everything you got. I'm sure you all get perfect scores. Well done, everyone. You can ask for your scores at the front desk. Alright, so let's take a look at our scores. Get a passing grade. Let's take our art class. Hello, class, as it is I, Hassel, yet again. I have been told that that my previous lecture about the terrestrial phenomenon was very well received. Thank you all for your kind words. In fact, Miss Isdenia specifically requested that I impart more battle knowledge to my students. So I have decided that today we will take another look at how a Pokemon can terrestrialize. And of course, here is Professor Gibble to help us. Now then, Professor Gibble, if you would be so kind to terrestrialize for us. Now, what do we have here? Last class we saw the grass type terrestrialization, but this time we have something of a different shape. Observe, a Terrajewel resembling a snowflake. Its dramatic shape is stunning to behold. It's a little chilly standing so close to it. So class, what Terra type do you imagine this jewel might represent? It represents the Ice Terra type. Excellent, Donnie. Full marks for you. The reason there's a snowflake shining above Professor Gibble's head is simple. It is now an Ice type. And because Professor Gibble is currently the Ice type moves would not be very effective against it. Keep it in mind, and usually they would deal quadruple damage to Gibble. Now, here's some trivia about snowflakes. While snowflakes come in many different shapes and sizes, most of them classified as hexagons. Just think of it, snowflakes fall from the sky taking similar shapes without anyone saying they must. Do you not feel the great mystery of nature, the beautiful enigma we live in? This is a bit of a tangent, but Mr. Jock's glasses are hexagonal, aren't they? I almost forgot to mention that you can change your Pokemon's Terra type at the Treasure Eatery, located in Medelia. Though I must say, the cook there is a little picky. You will need to get on her good side if you want her help. Now, come prepared for next class, because it is time for your midterm examination. Thank you today, Professor Gibble. So let's go to our midterms. I do hope you are all ready, because it's time for your midterm examination. Focus and do your best. And begin! What is the name of the gemstone that glows over a Pokemon's head when it terrestrializes? Terrajewel, Terra Rock, Terra Stone. It is a Terrajewel. When the answer to question 1 is in the shape of the flowers, what type does it represent? That would represent the grass type. What shape apes are most snowflakes classified as? They are classified as hexagonal. Where is the eatery that allows you to change the terra type? It's in Medelia. What makes something beautiful? The eye of the beholder. Oh no, wait, I think it's no correct answer, either or. I think he takes any answer that one correct. Time's up. It is for today's test. Pencil down, please. I would rather not have students worry about passing or failing in my art class, but tests are tests after all. Anyway, good work out there. You can check your results at the front desk. Alright, let's do this. 5 out of 5. Alright, and last but not least, it's time for our home ec. Let's go see Mr. Suragato. Put away your phones, it's time to begin class. In my last class, I taught about HP restoration. However, after class, I was asked several of you about power points, commonly known as PP. When a Pokemon loses all of its HP, it faints and can no longer battle. What then happens if a Pokemon loses all of its PP? It won't listen to the trainer, all its stats get lowered, it can't use its moves. Perfectly correct, Master Donnie. Perhaps you know this from first-hand experience. When a Pokemon runs out of PP, it can no longer use its moves. However, each move it has its own store of PP, so you can't mitigate PP loss by using a variety of moves rather than just the one move repeatedly. If a Pokemon loses all of its PP for all of its moves, it can only be able to use Struggle, an action that also damages the Pokemon that uses it. In order to avoid this predicament, PP can be restored at Pokemon Centers along with HP. Items such as Ethers and Max Ethers can also be used to restore PP. Be careful not to confuse them with potions with Ethers in the heat of battle. However, Ethers are not sold at shops, so use them judiciously if you find them. The stronger the move, the lower its maximum PP is. Do not waste uses of those moves unless you wish to quickly run out of PP. It is important to find balance in a Pokemon set of moves. As you can see, HP isn't the only thing you must keep in mind while adventuring with Pokemon. I hope that you will all take care to ensure that your partner can perform at their best, as each engagement in the treasure hunt. Our time together has come to an end for today. Our next meeting will be our examination day. Be sure to review well in preparation. Let's take part in our midterms. Class will begin soon, don't be tatty. The time has come to test how well you all have learned here in my class. Let's begin before the information simmering in your brains from the last-minute cram session fades. Which of these is not on effect in a picnic meal? HP restoration, curing poison, increasing speed, gaining meal powers. That would be increasing speed. Which of these of the following affects the kind of meal powers received from a particular meal? Fillings and condiments, number of people eating, the color of the utensils, filling and condiments. Which of these berries can restore Pokemon's HP? That would be an Oranberry. Lindororo wanted his Pokemon to decide on its own when to use an item in battle, so he gave it an Oranberry. Does this work as well as he hopes? This would be true. If a move runs out of PP, it can no longer be used. If a Pokemon runs out of PP for all of its moves, it can just sit there in frustration. That is false. The time for answering questions has come to an end. Please stop writing. I hope you were all able to give an examination everything you had. Please remember to ask your scores at the front desk before leaving for the day. Now let's check our scores. We get our candy. Now, let's go see all the teachers. Actually, I can see one of them right in front of my face. Oh my, if it isn't Donnie. Please forgive me if this is an odd question. Were you perhaps watching me from afar just now? I just got here. Why, yes. I suppose you wouldn't have been doing something like that. I'm sorry. You see, oh, how should I put this? Recently, there's been times I feel as if I am being watched. Not by a Pokemon, mind you, but by a person. I thought it might have been a ghost, so I asked my sister for help. She said it most likely isn't one. She is good with ghost-type Pokemon, you know. Perhaps one of my students is quietly watching me, waiting for a chance to ask me a question. That might be it. Goodness! If that wasn't an interesting, intense gaze I felt, if you have noticed someone of the sort or the fire in their eyes, come tell me, won't you? If they're too shy to ask me themselves, then I will go to them. We become closer. And I forget if you can actually see the student that's watching her. Anyway, let's go to the next set of teachers. Let's go to the home ec class. Oish, new kid! Fancy me you here in home X classroom. What a coincidence, huh? What brings you here? So, well, you see, Miss Denia told me she's here for intense training in sandwich making. Ah, well, no use hiding it now. Oh dear, I'm terribly sorry. Were you keeping this a secret? Well, I mean, not really, but it doesn't look good. Doesn't look very cool to openly admit it when I'm here for intense training, you know. Understood. I will be more careful in the future. Well, new kid, now that you know what I am up to, guess you'll just have to help me out with my training here. Try this sandwich. It's a result of my training so far. Miss Denia's sandwich was soggy and hard to eat, and once again, the taste was much left to be desired. That was my meat lover's per santo. Oh, bacon and croissant sandwich. How was it? It was a little meat heavy. What? You mean there was a problem with my choice of filling? I guess focusing on muscle building ingredients really did a number on the flavor, huh? Miss Durania, I believe a simple addition of butter would have made wonders to your sandwich. Butter helps protect the bread from getting soggy due to the moisture of the ingredients. It could also work to enhance the sandwich's flavor. Butter! That makes sense! Thank you for teaching me the tip, Mr. Serrano. But why didn't you tell me this while I was making the sandwich? Ah, well, you see, when I saw you, I had not realized you had begun your, food prep. I thought you were simply trying to destroy my classroom. Well, anyway, new kid, thank you and Mr. Serrano here. I may finally be getting the hang of this. Thank you for your advice. Must have sure are great, don't you think? Let's go to the cafeteria. Hello, Master Donnie of Class 1A. It's been some time since we last met. Are you here to eat as well? Yep, I'm starving. Ha! Excellent! You shouldn't battle on an empty stomach. I myself are here to survey the student cafeteria, let's say. I'm observing the nutritional content of the food that our students partake on a regular basis. One item on the menu here that I am simply particularly interested in is the peanut butter sandwich. It is quite sweet and delicious, Yes, perhaps I will order one right now. Oh, look, it's Mr. Serrano. Oh, he's so fashionable and cool. I guess the teachers come to the cafeteria too, huh? Do you think he'll have the egg sandwich? No way! If he gets anything, it's definitely be something spicy, like the 5-alarm sandwich. Ah, so cool! He'll definitely get that wild and spicy 5-alarm sandwich. Could I have a 5-alarm sandwich? I do enjoy the thrill of spicy food. No, have the peanut butter sandwich. Yes, you suggest I have a peanut butter sandwich, Master Donnie. I suppose I have to try one if you insist. That was close. I almost forced myself to order something spicy, my least favorite of flavors. I thank you for restraining me, Master Donnie. It seems that the students tend to view me as a fashionable and cool, and even dare I say it, extraordinary a sort of brooding strength. I have a habit of acting in such a way so as not to destroy their image of me. I showed my true colors to you just now without thinking. Please keep this a secret between us. We've gotten closer. Let's have a quick meal while we're here. Except I'm not. If you wish, no need to concern yourself with me. Let's have the egg sandwich. Alright, let's go find the next teacher. To the nurse's office. Hey there. Come in. Everyone's welcome in the nurse's office. Donnie, you've toughened up a bit. Yeah. Oh, so you're tough stuff, huh? But seriously, you look a bit different. I bet it's because of all those crazy experiences you're having on your treasure hunt. You need to tell me all about it what you've been up to. Wow, that is super cool. I'm sure I'm jealous of you kids. You get to try out new things every single day. Me, on the other hand, I actually wanted to become a teacher. I'm just a school nurse, you know. I can't teach classes or anything like that. I couldn't pass the certification exam to become an actual health teacher. I took so many times, but no luck, so here I am, stuck forever in the nurse's office. Oh, sorry. I guess this isn't very fun thing to talk about. But you're just such a good listener. I find myself telling you all kinds of stuff. I hope you will still come to see me if I talk your ear off like this. Come closer to the Nurse Miriam. To the schoolyard where two of our teachers are. Here's Mr. Hassel. Hello there, Donnie. I try to visit the schoolyard from time to time. It's good to see young ones with so much energy and vigor. You think so? Oh, yes, indeed. Just watching is enough to make even an old man like me feel more alive. Mr. Hassel, may I have a word? You! What are you doing here? I've told you many times not to bother me here at the academy. Yet I am bound to come. Our family's future is paramount importance. It was good speaking with you, Donnie. Something important has come up, so I must excuse myself for now. Let us discuss this matter elsewhere. Come. And there's Mr. Salvador over there. Let's see what he's doing. Donnie, I'm a bit of a pinch. Take a look at this. This Palma, I really doesn't seem to be feeling well. I don't know if the poor thing can even stand up. What should I do? What should I do? Use a potion on it. Oh, right. I could use a potion. And do you have any on you, Donnie? You handed over a potion. This will fix you right up, my friend. Potion power, go! Phew! That seems to have done the trick just in time. The nick of time. But this Pamai doesn't appear to belong to a trainer. Could a wild Pokémon have wandered onto the academy grounds? Still, I cannot just leave it here alone without anyone to make sure it's okay. It is decided then, Salvatore, or we'll just have to lend all the helping hands. And I will have to take care of the Pamai in this touch-and-go situation. Mercy very much for your advice, Donnie. Adios, au revoir, farewell. Alright, I think there's one or two more teachers left to find. Or not, we've seen all the teachers. Over that, I thought the history teacher had something to say, but anyway. With that, we'll end the episode here, and in the next episode, we will get back on our journey. So if you enjoyed this episode, do you like the videos? It helps tremendously. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below on your thoughts on this episode, and share the video so that way more people can discover my content, help the channel grow. And I'll see you all next time. Later!